Hello everyone. Hi. Hope you're doing perfectly well. So again, I'm back as you were asking about the video interaction. So today I'm there with complete video interaction. Hope you're doing perfectly well. So this is gonna be interesting session related to certificate monitoring, which we have done some time back using a Grafana agent. Okay, using helm chat. But today we are going to check everything using Grafana Alloy. So let's get started. We have a Let me show you the GitHub page for this. This is the GitHub page I'm talking about. We'll be doing a couple of steps to quickly see the certificate and other Kubernetes secrets level monitoring using this, open source Prometheus exporter. And then we'll see how we can send the data using Alloy to Grafana Cloud. And then we'll simply validate the matrix and we'll simply see the dashboard available on LGTM Grafana Cloud using X509. X509 is nothing but the Prometheus community generated certificate manager, an exporter that exposes the matrices capturing from your Kubernetes cluster or your from your virtual machine. So let's see the practical implementation quickly. So this is the GitHub page. We'll be running through this page quickly. So this exporter, you can simply go through the Google and check more about the, you know, documentation, but it actually monitors your PEM encoded files, your Kubernetes config, your TLS secrets and everything, right? So let's get started and install this thing on my cluster. I already have a cluster up and running. I'm running on matrix namespace. There's nothing in this. It's empty. So let's get started and install this, you know, X509 certificate exporter film chart. And there's a values.yaml file I'm passing. Let me see what is there in that values.yaml file. So this is fine. Okay, let me go back to the documentation. Mhm. Okay. Okay, so let's quickly uh, run this exporter. Sorry for finding out the problem. So I'll just run this exporter and it will just run it and it will see if pod is running and it should be a service that is running on. Let me see the port forward of this service. So this is a service which will capture all your certificates and secrets that are there and that is gonna expire in some time. That is where all these matrices will be checked. Okay, so I'll go to the metrics endpoint. You will see all the matrices are on. So this vanilla exporter that we have installed. Now we will configure Alloy to use this cluster IP and then use that into a Alloy config map. Okay, now next is to install Alloy. So I will just go through this and then I will modify the configuration to make sure that. So what I'm doing, I'm just scraping the service of this uh, X509 exporter, and I will name this job as a X509 exporter. Post that, I will be sending all these matrices to your Prometheus instance of Grafana Cloud, and then it will be able to monitor. Pretty simple. I mean, scraping only one endpoint, and let me give the name also. You know, other. Let me keep the same name because I'm using this name somewhere, I guess. If not, yeah, that is fine. This name is okay. Okay, so let me go through the next step. I'll just create this config map. This config map is nothing but this file, config map x509 file. Mm, and this is the file I'm talking about, which will get created, right? I'll just run this config map. Okay, I'll delete the config map, which is there already. config map is created. Now I'll install my Grafana Alloy helm chart. The change which I need to do is to make sure that I have a Grafana Alloy. Yeah, this is the YAML file. I'm using the config map which I just created. You see, this is the config map that I got created recently, a second ago. I'll just run this Alloy helm chart, and this will install or configure your. So my Alloy is coming nicely. Let me just check the is there any error or logs in this logs pod Alloy. Okay, so there are no logs starting cluster. Yeah, and it is scraping the intervals. Okay, fine. So let's see whether the matrices are going to Grafana Cloud. My Grafana Cloud is already up and running. I hope so. I'll be going here. I'll be just running this query, the magic query, which will tell you the X509 exporter is sending data for last 5 minutes. Okay. Data is coming. Let me see the dashboard. There's one more dashboard that should be there that should capture the data. Let's see whether we are getting any results in the dashboard. I'll just do import of this dashboard. Matrices are coming. Very few matrices are coming. Not too much. Okay, fine. So I can see total 2 certificates in my cluster. It's very small cluster. And I'll just do last 15 minutes also the same data. And let's see, let's increase the range. I can see list expiring in less than critical dashboard. I can see expiring within the 365 days. We have one certificate and so on. The expiring, we have a warning also, which is gonna expire within 365 days. Total 3 certificate, one will is on the verge of expiring, and other details of Kubernetes secret details you can get it here. All the details that are there in the cluster. Since this is a pretty single node cluster, not so I can see the reporting exporters with errors. Okay, so all the details about the certificates and other TLS files. Okay, so let me see. Yes, that was the last stage. So what we did, overall. So let me quickly summarize. Let me quickly summarize what we did. So what we did. First of all, we installed the X509 exporter. That exporter was scraping all the certificate related information and the TLS related information and then exposing to a endpoint on a port number 9793. Now what we did, we installed Alloy as an agent, and that agent was scraping the data from that X509 exporter as an agent and as a collector, and then sending that data to the Grafana cloud. So that was the beauty that was happening, and then finally we were able to see everything on the Grafana cloud. So if you have any doubts and queries pertaining to this very short session, please note down into the comment section. And last but not the least, do not forget to like and subscribe the channel. It is Bhoopesh DevOps, and so that you can get a lot of videos, playlists pertaining to Grafana, Kubernetes, and so on. So I'll take a pause and let me know if you have any further queries and questions. Till then, do take care of you. Goodbye.